Hi soulmates, welcome back to Sew with Adeshola. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. Kindly click on subscribe button, like, comment and share. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you for always sticking with us. Thank you for always coming back. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut and sew this trendy baggy pants, but this is a shorter version. If this is something you're interested in, keep on watching. Now the first thing you want to do is to fold your fabric into two like I did right here, and after folding, the next thing is to determine the wideness of the fabric that you will need. So to do this, divide your hip measurement by 4 and then add 8 inches to it. So my hip measurement divided by 4 is 9, then I added 8 inches to it. Now after doing that, the next thing you want to do is to roll out your starting line, which is also going to serve as our waistline. Then after this, place your tape rule on that starting line and remove 1.5 inch for the band, like so. So place it there like that, 1.5. Then from there, mark your hip line. For me, it is 9. Then you're going to mark your crotch line. So for me, my crotch line is supposed to be 11, but because this is a baggy pants, I went down by 1 inch, which is now going to be 12 inches. I hope you understand. Because it's a baggy pants, it's going to be free, it does not have to be tight. So you go down by 1 inch from your crotch line, then mark the line like so. Then after that, I will come down by 4 inch from that crotch line for my tie line. Then I will mark it like so and extend the line like that. Then after that, the next thing I'm just going to do is to determine the length of my pant. So for this pant, I'm going to be using 20 inches, so then I'll add 2 inches for the folding allowance like so. I hope you understand it. So go ahead and do yours. Just take the length of your pant and then add 2 inches for the folding at the hem part. I hope you understand that. So now the next thing you want to do is go to your hip line and mark your hip measurement divided by 4 like so. Then add 3 inches for ease allowance. Then go to your crotch line and repeat the same measurement there, and also on your waistline. I hope you understand. So whatever you get on your hip line is what you're going to repeat on both your waistline and also the crotch line. Now on that your crotch line, go out by 2.5. To determine your crotch extension, divide your hip measurement by 16. That's what I did. And then on that sharp corner, I came up by 1 inch so that we can have our cuff there. And after that, I'll go ahead and add 2 inches for sewing allowance. I hope you understand. So then after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to come to my tie line and mark my measurements -1. So whatever I have on my crotch line, -1, and I'll also repeat that measurement in every other lines like so. So then the next thing I'm going to do is to connect from my crotch line to the end of my pant. I hope you get that. So that is just basically all for the cutting of the front pattern, of the front piece rather. So now our front piece is ready, and this is just me highlighting the lines, the crotch, the hip and the tie line and every other lines like so. Now the next thing we're going to do is to cut out the back piece for our short. I've gone ahead to fold it into 2, and then I ensured that my back piece is about 2 inches longer than the front piece on that waistline, as you can see, and then also on that crotch line as well. It's about 2 inches longer. So the next thing we are going to do is to mark 2 inches on that crotch line, and also the same thing on every other line like so. That is the tie line and the end of the pant. Then I will come to that crotch like so, and then go out by 2 inches from the front piece. I hope you understand that. So I'm just going to cuff it like that and connect it like so to the crotch extension line for the back piece. Then I'm going to mark my line out like so. Then the next thing we are going to do is on that back piece like so, we are going to go up by 1.5. You can decide to go up by 2 if you are on a bigger size. Then I'm going to connect from that 1.5 straight down to the other side of my front piece. I hope you understand it. So I'm just going to connect it like so to my front piece. Then I'm just going to cut it out. So that's basically all for the back piece. So I've gone ahead to cut out the back piece as well. Now the next thing I'm just going to do is to join the front piece together with half of an inch on the crotch line and also the back piece as well. So go ahead, join it by half of an inch, front piece to front piece, back piece to back piece. I hope you understand that. So after I am done joining, the next thing I'm going to do is to create the part where I'm going to add my pocket. So I came down by 2 inches on the side like so, then I made a notch. So go ahead and make a notch as well. That's just so that we can know where we are going to fix our pocket. To cut out your pocket, mark a fabric that is about 10 inches long and about 7 or 8 inches wide, and then fold into 4. I folded mine into 4 because we need 4 pieces. So go ahead and do that. That's me just cutting out the 4 pieces that we'll be needing. Then after I am done with that, the next thing I'm going to do is to sew my pocket to the fabric. Now I'm going to open up my fabric like so, my pants like so, and then I'm going to put my pocket right side facing each other on that part that I notched. Right side facing each other like so, and remember that you're going to place the 7 inches part on that line. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say there. So just place it like so and sew it half of an inch like that. And I'm also going to do the same thing for the back piece. Then after we are done with that, the next thing we're just going to do is to join the crotch to the crotch, the front crotch and the back crotch together. So ensure that your crotch aligns, the front piece and the back piece, they align together. And then you can pin it down with a pin. And after that, we are just going to sew it with 1 inch as well. So after I was done, this is what I have. As you can see, I've gone ahead to join the pocket like so. Now the next thing we're just going to do is to join the front piece to the back piece with 1 inch on the side. So you're just going to mark 1 inch from the waistline and join all the way down to the end of your pant. So just look at what I am doing, just follow my hand like so. And if you can observe, you see that the back piece is wider than the front piece. If yours is like that as well, you don't have to panic. That's how it is going to be. Just align it on the sides and join the pocket together and also the side like so. So now this is what we have. You can see the pocket. I've gone ahead to fix the pocket. It's looking pretty nice, and also the crotch like so. Now the next thing we're going to do is to fix the band for our waist. Then what we are going to do is to measure from the center of your front piece like so all the way around. Measure what you have on your waistline like so. So for me, I have 47 inches in total. Then I'm just going to go ahead and cut out a piece of fabric for my band. So I've gone ahead to do that already. I have a fabric that is about 5 inches long, that is 2.5 on fold, 2 inches for the band and 1/2 inch for joining. Then I'm going to cut out a fabric that will be long enough to cover my band, which simply means I'll be cutting out 47 inches of a fabric. You understand, 47 inches wide of a fabric. So to do that, I am folding my fabric into 2, which makes it 23.5, but I'll be adding 1/2 inch to it for joining allowance. That is 24 inches. I hope you understand. So that 24, when I join it together, it's going to give me 47, because 1/2 inch is already out of it, 1 inch rather is already out of it for joining. I hope you understand. So go ahead and cut out fabric for your band as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and join with 1/2 inch. And after joining with 1/2 inch, the next thing I'm going to do is to fold that seam inside, is to fold it in a bit. Just look at what I'm doing there. Just fold it in a bit like so on both side, and after I'm done with that, this is what we have. As you can see, I'd gone ahead to fold it in on both sides and also ironed the band. Now the next thing we are going to do is to sew our band to the part like so. Now to do this, at the middle of your front piece like so, place the middle of the band as well. That is where we join together. You're going to place it at the middle of your front piece, and then you're just going to sew all the way around the waist of your pant. Ensure that the band is also the same length with your pant, it's the same measurement. Then after that, I'll go ahead and fold in my hem at the down part like so, and after that I'll bring it back to us. And now I've gone ahead to do that. The next thing we are going to do is to create an opening at that front piece like so. You know that place was joined, so we are going to create an opening where we can insert our elastic band through it. Now I'll go ahead and measure my waist measurement for the band. For me it is 27 inches, but then I removed 1 inch because it's elastic, it's going to be stretching, so that is 26 inches. Then I'll go ahead and use my safety pin to pass it through the pant. So just go ahead and do yours as well. And after I was done doing that, this is what I have, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and stitch with 1/2 inch right there. I hope you understand. So make sure that the band is even in your pant. That is, it's not as if one place is not, there is no elastic in one place or the other. Now after we are done with that, the next thing we're just going to do is to come down by 1/2 inch like so on your band and sew all the way around. And while sewing, ensure that you are stretching it like that so that the band can be even. I hope you understand. So after you are done doing that, the next thing you want to do is come down to that joining part where you join the band to your pants. Come up by 1/2 inch as well. So which simply means that we are leaving the elastic in the middle of our stitches. 1/2 inch up, 1/2 inch down, that is 1 inch, and then our elastic is going to take 1 inch, which simply means that we have covered everything that is in our band. Then the next thing I'm just going to do is go ahead and insert my rope like that. And then we have come to the end of the tutorial. If this is helpful, kindly click on subscribe button, like, comment and share. Thank you.